Welcome to the latest product innovation launch of Certa from Watson-Marlow Fluid Technology Group. I'm Martin Johnston, I'm the Sales and Marketing Director for the Watson-Marlow Fluid Technology Group. I'm joined by my colleague Florian Walter from Germany, who's the Product Manager for MasoSine. I'll give you a quick overview of Watson-Marlow Fluid Technology Group. We're headquartered in Falmouth, have been for the last 60 years in Cornwall, but we're very much a globally focused business. We're the world leaders in peristaltic pumps, in sine pumps and the associated fluid path technologies. So valves, connectors, hoses, that kind of thing. So Watson-Marlow Fluid Technology Group now represents 9 separate manufacturing sites with distinct brands. We've got 33 sales operations around the world and sales distribution in over 50 countries. So our strategic aim at a corporate level is to double in size every 5 years. We've achieved that in our last 5-year period, and we're on target to achieve that again through the next 5-year period. The way we do that, similar to a lot of other companies, is a combination of organic growth, acquisition and design and development of great new breakthrough products, of which we consider Certa is one. We've got great hopes on Certa. We see this as a disruptive technology, and we certainly expect it to take market share from established technologies such as rotary lobe or circumferential piston pumps. So Certa is a pump that's firmly designed for use within the food and beverage sector, hence we're here today. The way we've achieved this is we've worked with our customers to heavily influence the design. Certa offers new improved levels of hygienic pumping in a more cost-effective package and certainly a much more energy efficient package. So I'm going to hand over to Florian now, and he's going to explain how Certa meets those new customer demands of improved hygienic pumping, energy efficiency and a more cost-effective package. Thanks, Florian.
Thank you, Martin. My name is Florian Walter. I'm the product manager at Watson-Marlow MasoSine Germany. Today I will show you our latest development, a new Certa pump series. It's a very simplified pumping principle. We have just one shaft, one seal system. The product gets in on the suction line. It's getting carried around by the rotor and it will be discharged at the other port. This is a very gentle way of handling compared with our competitors, because we just have one rotor in there and not several lobes, for example. In addition, this pump now can also run clockwise or counterclockwise, so that's the same principle that also our competition offers. These are the key value propositions. So this is a real reinvention of our sine pump principle, and we improved the principle to have a cleanable pump which has the highest hygienic standards. It has a very high suction capability, zero pulsation, gentle handling, which is important for our customers to keep their product integrity high, ease of maintenance, energy efficiency, as this is becoming more and more important for all of us, and at the end, the low cost of ownership. As Martin already mentioned, it's mostly designed for applications within food and beverage. The pump, as the food and beverage manufacturers require always the cleanability, that was a very important point for us within the development. And we got it proven by EHH and 3A. Furthermore, we had testings at our customers. For example, there's a German dairy named Goldsteig. They are located in the south of Germany, and they were really impressed about the gentle handling and about the cleanability of our new pump series. They used in the past lobe pumps and circumferential piston pumps, and they told us they never saw a pump which was that clean. The great cleanability leads to a reduced CIP cycle time. This means the customer has more time for their production uptime, so they can do the cleaning very quickly, and therefore they need also less chemicals, and they have to do less wastewater treatment. This all ends up in savings for our customers. Furthermore, the pump comes with a FDA and EG 1935 certificate, so this means it can be used everywhere all over the world within food and beverage applications. But to give you a better idea how great it is in cleanability, we have this video to prove that in addition. So in this case, it's a real worst case scenario that we covered the pump with mustard, and when it was dry, we cleaned the pump. You probably know cleaning a plate with dried mustard on it can be really annoying. And in this case, it's a real worst case scenario. So dried mustard, cold water, no cleaning agent. By the way, it's original speed, it's not fast forward. That's the real speed of the pump. And you can see it's getting clean just within minutes, even without a cleaning agent and just with cold water. So it's a real worst case scenario. Also important for our customers is the high suction capability. Usually they have a very high viscous product, and the issue with viscous product is always that it tends to cause cavitations within the pump. Cavitation means that the pump is starting with vibration, and these vibrations will damage the entire system or the pump valve, whatever is included. With our pump, the risk of running the pump under cavitation is very low because of our lower NPSHR value than the competitor's pump. And furthermore, this means also due to the low NPSHR value, we are often able to use a smaller pump than our competition. And therefore, we need a smaller frequency inverter, a smaller motor, and it's getting more efficient manufacturing for our customers. Also, the virtually pulsation-free pumping action is very important for our customers. If you think about a blending application where you want to pump a syrup with water, the pulsation-free pumping action helps you to have a more accurate result because it's improving the flow meter accuracy, and therefore you improve the blending result and you get a repeatable quality of your final product. Furthermore, it improves the efficiency of heat exchangers when you're using them. That's very common within the food industry, and due to the consistent flow, it is reducing the friction within the pump, which makes the entire principle more efficient. The pressure is constant. That leads to less damage of the product. And again, less pulsation means also less vibrations and therefore less damages to the entire system. As I already mentioned, the low pulsation is leading also to a more gentle product handling. But not just that. We did in-house trials. If you think about this, there's a kidney bean and it's getting damaged very easily. Therefore, it is important in order to keep the product integrity high and the brand integrity of our customers as well, with a gentle handling. So we saw in our trials that a circumferential piston pump damaged approximately 20% of the beans, and we just damaged 10% of the beans. So this means our customers have a way better product at the end and higher quality, and therefore they can charge their customers more money. So it's improving the entire process. We have the white paper. This is also included in your press package. And this white paper explains in more detail why MasoSine is able to cut the energy costs of the customers. We are able to have up to 50% less power consumption than our competitors like low pumps and circumferential piston pump manufacturers. Here, for example, is an example included about a well-known Scandinavian dairy company, and they saw that the MasoSine pump just needed a drive with 4.6 kilowatt and the former competitor needed 11 kilowatt, so less than the half of the power. and they run the pump 20 hours a day, and that leads to annual savings of approximately 6,500 euros just in electricity costs. And in addition, they also save the carbon, they small down their carbon footprint because of the reduced carbon dioxide emissions. As I already explained, the MasoSine Certa is a very simplified pump. So you have just one seal, one shaft, one rotor and a gate. Our competitors usually have a timing gear, two shafts, two sealing systems, which makes it very complicated. Furthermore, if a customer is running 5 pumps of the same size in a row, the spare parts are interchangeable. With low pumps or circumferential piston pumps, they are not interchangeable, so they have to keep for each pump a set of spares, and we don't need to do that anymore. Combining all these benefits leads to a very low total cost of ownership. So when you think about Certa, you have to think about the quicker, more efficient cleaning. So you need less cleaning chemicals, less time, more uptime for your production. You don't need additional pulsation dampeners for certain applications. The maintenance can be done within minutes. It's a Pokayoke system, so this means it's a real foolproof assembly. There's no way in wrong assembly anymore. You don't need to have a very skilled worker. And in addition, the energy costs are lower than with competition pumps, and the gentle handling improves the product integrity and the brand integrity of our customers. So if you think about all these advantages as one package, you lower down the entire costs of ownership. So that's it from that point of the presentation. Now we'll show you the real pump. So in general, we have 2 ports of the pump. This can either be suction or discharge port, and this also, so you can run it clockwise or counterclockwise. Design is very simple. You have a rotor and a gate. The product runs through the pump. That's it. So I'm just opening the locking screw which holds the rotor in place. And in the pump we just have a rotor and a gate. That's it. Nothing else. There's a mechanical seal in the back. The other part is in here. And therefore it's a very simple design, and there's no way of wrong assembly. The gate is designed in a way you can put it like this or like that. You don't need to care about. And there's only one way of assembling the rotor. So you can actually disassemble and reassemble the pump within minutes when the pump is hard piped, so you don't need to take off the pipes or put the pump into a maintenance shop. Are there any questions regarding the pump? There are several reasons for that. If you think about a low pump, for example, they have a timing gear in the back. A timing gear means always friction between the moving parts. That is increasing the energy consumption. We have just one seal system. The seal system has to be spring-loaded, so 2 faces get compressed against each other. We just have one seal system. Our competitors have 2 seal systems, so they have twice the force. Then we have sliding surfaces within the pump, and with the MasoSine pump series it's optimized, and our competitors have bigger sliding surfaces which create even more friction, and all this together leads to a less power consuming pump of us. It is similar, it's repeatable. We just chose the kidney beans because everyone knows the kidney beans, and it was very easy to simulate that within our facilities. And it's also important to mention the circumferential piston pump that we used for that trial was the same size in terms of volume per revolution. So same pump size, same pump speed. So and because they move their rotors, and they always mash up the product when it's getting moved between the 2 rotors. And we just have one rotor with very big clear cavities here, and therefore it's a very gentle handling.
It's absolutely fine for fluid processing, and if your fluid, say is yogurt that is changed by shear, then we would absolutely recommend this. And it really comes into its own when there are soft solids as well. So if you want to maintain your product integrity and there's an implication that it's damaged by shear rates within a pump, then this is the right pump. That's where we would be recommending it.
Yeah, cheese curd whey is a big application for our pumps. I'm not sure if you know that product. The cheese curds are small pieces of cheese, and the whey is a water-like liquid. And with that application, it's very important to avoid destroying the curd, because they put it on a drain table and then they drain away the whey and they form the cheese. And the outcome of the manufacturing process was increased by using MasoSine pumps, because of avoiding to destroy the curds.
Yeah, the curds are incredibly delicate, so any particles that break off and go into the whey, they're not only losing product from the curd side, so they're reducing their cheese yield, but they're also contaminating the whey part. So the less damage to the curds themselves, the better. And a MasoSine pump is pretty much a standard pump on that application now across the industry.
Even if you think about the Middle East and Asia, when they have these beverages with fibers or small particles in there with air, that's a perfect pump for that kind of application, because they have these soft solids in there, and you won't, they shouldn't be damaged, and therefore it's a perfect pump for those kind of applications. You can also think about cosmetics applications like hand creams, lotions, things like that. In general, everything that has to be treated carefully, high viscous, and requires a high cleanability.
That was it.
Yeah.
Well, sped up, wasn't it?
No, it genuinely wasn't. No.
It was 2 minutes 30, something like that.
So
you don't disassemble it for cleaning. It remains closed, and yeah. We have a customer in Germany, Goldsteig Dairy, and they were really impressed about the cleaning, and they couldn't believe how clean it is. Because when they did a trial, they have to validate that it's getting clean, and so they have to open it several times at the very first time. And they were really impressed, because they had not to change something in their process at all. They just ran the cleaning cycle, that's it. If you compare it with a rotary low pump or a circumferential piston pump, the pump design itself is very simplified, because we just have a bearing housing in the back. The low pumps and circumferential piston pumps, they have the bearings and the timing gear. So they have two shafts and need two sealing systems. So two possibilities for potential leakage. They have two rotors, and we just have one shaft, one seal system, one rotor, and in addition the gate.
So we're going to say that it's a simplified design. It gives you improved shear or lower shear. Improved cleanability, improved efficiency with a simplified mechanical design.
This one, for example, is now up to 8,000 liters an hour, but the entire range will start at 100 liters an hour up to almost 100,000 liters an hour.